I'll be going over the iStudiez Pro app that you'll be using in class this year. This is for 5th and 6th graders, and it is on your iPad. Here is the picture of the app. It's called iStudiez Pro. It looks like an apple. I'm going to open that up. The very first time you open it up, it's going to ask you about sample data, and we're just going to say skip. Okay, once you skip the sample data, this is what your screen will look like. This app is used by college students and high school students. It has a lot of features that we don't need and won't be using, but it does have the features that we wanted, and that is an integrated calendar and a to-do list. First, let's get acquainted with the screen. Up here, you'll see instructors, holidays, day, week, today, and down here at the bottom of the screen, you'll notice settings, overview, assignments, and planner. We're going to start out with settings. So select settings. Here we're going to leave most things the same, but we will be changing class duration. So select class duration and change it to 45 minutes. That's the duration of most of your classes. On some days they may be a little different. The other thing to note is we're not going to change anything here. Nothing for your calendars right now. Grades will be turned off. We use Net Classroom, as you know, so we're not using any kind of grades features on here. Notifications is set to 15 minutes before class. Talk with your teacher and they'll decide if they want notifications on or off. If you want them off, you just simply turn that off. If you want them on, you can change them to 5 minutes before, 10 minutes before. But that's up to your teacher, so please listen to those instructions. There is a sync feature that we'll be using a little bit later in the year. We'll roll it out, and it syncs your information to the iStudiez Pro cloud, which is excellent. Just in case you have a problem with your iPad, it needs to be replaced, or if you want to sync your iStudiez Pro calendar and task list to another device, you can sync it to the cloud, and then you'll have that information on your other devices. So it's a really great feature. Today we're going to leave sync off. Now let's close this. Now let's look at the top of the screen just to get familiar. You have day and week. Today happens to be August 21st, so that's why this day is highlighted in blue. If I select week, that's this week right here, the first week of school. Let's talk about instructors and holidays. Instructors is over here. Those are your teachers. If you would like, you can add those at a later time. For holidays, that's important. That's how you can tell your iStudiez Pro that you're not in school. So let me demonstrate how to add a holiday. All right, when you open that up, you need to type the name of the holiday. I will put in Thanksgiving. And then for the date, I need to select when it starts and when it stops. It starts on November 22nd and it ends on November 30th. Please make sure you have the correct years in here. That will definitely be an issue if you have the wrong year. Save. And save. So now I have one holiday. You'll be entering in each of the holidays with your teacher, and you should have a calendar with you, and you'll know exactly when the holidays occur and how long they last. Okay, I'm done with showing you holidays. Let's go to the bottom of the screen down here, and the planner is how you set up your semester and your courses and your classes, and assignments basically is your to-do list for each class. So let's go here to planner first, select planner. What I suggest for 5th and 6th graders at our school is to create a semester called fall and spring. If you're in 5th grade, create a fall and spring semester, because you go to your classes, your core classes, year-round, and your schedule doesn't change. If you're in 6th grade, I recommend that you create a fall semester and a spring semester. Now, for those special classes, such as technology or Spanish, you will want to put those classes in the correct semester. So take a look at your personal schedule and be thinking about when they occur. To demonstrate, I'm going to create a semester called Fall and Spring. That would be for 5th grade only. 6th grade, in the spring, you will start rotating your schedule, and so you would want a separate semester called Spring. Okay, it begins on August the 20th, and it ends at the end of May. Make sure you change it to 2015 because it's going to stay at 2014. If you don't change it, it will not work properly. Let's go ahead and create our other semesters. Fall only, and that starts August 20th through December 19th. December 19th. Save. And let's create our spring only. That begins on January the 6th, 2015. Make sure you change your year. And it ends on May 29th. Oops, make sure you keep the right month. May 29th. Save. Now, we've talked about semesters. You have your semester set up. The next thing you need to create are the courses. A course is the type of class you're in. So if you want to think about it, think about each class that you go to is considered a course. You have a math course, you have a history course, etc. So that's the next step. So think about where those core courses would fall. Open up that semester, and you can see here I have a couple already. I have a math and a history. The first step is creating the course. So let me go ahead and create science, since I already have the other two. Science, and I can give it a color if I want here, green. And once I create my course, I need to understand that that course meets on specific days at specific times. So, for example, my math course has a class on a Monday, has a class on a Tuesday, etc. That class meets at that specific time that's listed right here. Okay, and it's really easy to create. Here's my history. Now, history, for this example, is period 2 in a 5th grade class. Wednesday has a separate schedule than the rest of the days of the week, so it looks a little different. So I would go to science, and let's say it's my 3rd period class. What I would do is I would click on this plus button right here to create another course if I wanted, or if I want to create a class, I click on this plus button over here, plus, and we'll just say regular class, and let's see, for period 3, looks like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, this is where you select the days of the week, has the same schedule for period 3 for 5th grade. Again, you're going to have to look at your specific schedule to find out. And it begins at 11:10 a.m. and it ends at 12 o'clock p.m., which is noon. All right, so I also have a Wednesday that's a little bit different schedule. So let me select Wednesday right here, and then I'm going to enter in the correct times here. Wednesday is 11 o'clock. Ends at 11:45. Now that I've added the classes for the course called Science, let me go look and see what that looks like on my calendar. So I'll click on Overview, and there's my classes. I see Math here, History, and Science. So I'm going to click back on Planner, and I'm going to point something out that's very, very important. When you're adding a class, make sure you select regular class so that it will recur over and over. A single class is not what you want. Make sure you select regular class. So to get back to the calendar, I can click on Overview here and see that. And it's looking good. Let me go out into the future. I've only added 3 so far, and so that's what's showing up. All right, let's go back to, let's see if I can get back to today. I can click on this Today button. Today. So we have created our semesters, we have created our courses, and we have created the classes within each course. The next thing I want to show you is how do you create an assignment. An assignment is a task, something to do within each course or class. So let's click on this Assignments button here. There are no assignments currently listed because we're just starting out. So let's click on this plus button in the upper right hand corner. I can select the course and I can say, okay, for math, give it an assignment. I can say HW for homework number 1. I can give it a due date. Right now it's defaulting to a week, but it might be due on a different day. So I can select the due date right there and I can save that. Now I have an assignment and I know which class or course it's in and what the name of the assignment is. Here's the due date. Now these are my current assignments, which there's just one, but as you complete them, you can show that you've completed them by tapping on the little circle here, and then it moves it over to the completed screen. So now you have one completed assignment and no current assignments. Now, you can also create an assignment within your calendar. Instead of just going to assignments, you can click on Overview, and let's say I'm in history class and I select history right here by tapping on it. I can add an assignment that way.